Welcome back to Grammar Grade 10. This is Unit 5, Lesson 36, and today we meet the three perfect tenses: present perfect, past perfect, and future perfect. That word perfect doesn't mean flawless. It means finished, completed. Each of these tenses tells your reader that an action was already done before some other point in time. Once you see that one idea, all three fall into place. Let's start with the recipe, because all three perfect tenses share it. Every perfect tense is built the same way, a form of the verb have plus the past participle. You met the past participle in our recent work on principal parts. It's the form you'd use after have, like finished, driven, or spoken. So have or has plus finished gives you the present perfect. Had plus finished gives you the past perfect. Will have plus finished gives you the future perfect. Look closely and you'll notice something lovely. The participle never changes. Only the have part changes. Master that and you're most of the way there. First up, the present perfect. Use have or has with the past participle. It does two jobs. Job 1, it names an action completed at some indefinite time in the past. She has finished the report. When did she finish? We don't say and we don't care. The point is that it's done. Job 2, it names an action that began in the past and is still continuing right now. They have lived here for years. They moved in years ago and they're still living here today. Notice what links both jobs. The present perfect always keeps one foot in the present. The action is finished or ongoing, but it's tied to right now. Next, the past perfect. Use had with the past participle. This one does a single, very useful job. It shows that one past action was completed before another past action began. Listen. The train had left before we arrived. Both events are in the past, but they didn't happen at the same moment. The leaving came first, the arriving came second. The word had is what pushes that first action further back. So here's the phrase to hold on to. The past perfect is the past before the past. Whenever you have two finished events and you want to make clear which one happened earlier, reach for had. Now the future perfect. Use will have with the past participle. This tense looks ahead and says, by the time we reach a certain moment in the future, this action will already be complete. By June, we will have saved enough. June hasn't come yet, but when it does, the saving will be behind us. Here's another. By Friday, the crew will have painted the hall. The painting isn't done today, but it will be done before Friday shows up. And notice the little clue word that keeps appearing. By. By June, by Friday, by the time the bell rings. When you see a future deadline like that, the future perfect is usually waiting for you. Let's lay all of this out on a single line of time, because the ordering is the whole idea. Farthest back sits the past perfect, had left, an action finished before another past moment. Then comes the plain past. Then the present, and near it the present perfect, has finished, an action completed before now. Then the plain future. And out at the far end, the future perfect, will have saved, an action completed before a future moment. Do you hear the pattern? Every perfect tense means exactly one thing: completed before some point in time. Change which point, and you change which perfect tense you need. Let me show you how much work that little word had is doing. Sentence 1. The bell rang and the students left. Two plain past verbs, and we read them in order. The bell rings, then the students go. Now watch what one word changes. Sentence 2. The students had left before the bell rang. Same two events, but now the leaving happened first, even though the bell is mentioned second. The past perfect pushes that action further back in time. That's the power here. Had lets you tell events out of order and still keep your reader perfectly clear about what happened first. Let's turn the lesson into a quick check you can run on any sentence. Step 1. Spot the helper. Have, has, had, or will have, sitting in front of a past participle. That tells you a perfect tense is on the table. Step 2. Ask. Completed before now? Then it's present perfect with have or has. Step 3. Completed before another past event? That's past perfect with had. Step 4. Completed before a future time? That's future perfect with will have. Really, it comes down to one question. Before what? Answer that and the tense picks itself. Ready to practice? In this first set, I'll give you a sentence with a perfect tense in it. Look at the helping verb. Ask yourself before what and name the tense. Pause the video and choose before I reveal each answer. The puppy has grown 2 inches this month. The helper is has, paired with the participle grown. And the growing started earlier and reaches right up to today. That's the present perfect. By spring, the ice will have melted from the pond. The helper is will have, and the melting finishes before a future moment. Spring. That deadline word by is your clue. This one is the future perfect. Nina had studied the map before the hike began. The helper is had, and the studying was complete before another past event, the hike. Past before the past, so this is the past perfect. Now let's build the verbs ourselves. Each sentence has a gap, and you'll pick the perfect form that fits the timing. Read the clue words carefully, then pause and choose before I answer. By midnight, the bakers blank 400 loaves. That phrase, by midnight, points forward to a deadline that hasn't arrived yet, so the baking is completed before a future moment. The answer is will have baked. The rain blank before the parade started. Started is a plain past verb, and the stopping happened even earlier than that, so we need the past before the past. The answer is had stopped. Our family blank in this town since I was born. The living began long ago, and it is still going on today. That's an action that reaches into the present. The answer is have lived, the present perfect. Let's gather it all up. The present perfect uses have or has with the past participle. It names an action done at some indefinite time in the past, or one that began in the past and is still going on now. The past perfect uses had with the past participle. It is the past before the past, an action finished before another past event. And the future perfect uses will have with the past participle, an action that will be finished before a future moment arrives. 3 tenses, 1 idea, completed before some point in time. In our next lesson, we'll keep working with tense, learning how to choose between forms that look close but tell very different stories. I'll see you there.